I'd like to welcome everybody to the Platinum Midday Grind here on Platinum Radio. And as always, we have a special guest today. He's an up-and-coming artist out of West Virginia by the name of J Mane. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and introduce him. What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
All right. Do me a favor. Kind of let people know where you're from, where they can find you social media-wise.
Alright, yeah, my social media, I'm on all social media. I got my Instagram is at Maney_HT. That's MANEY_HT. Also at Hard Times West Virginia, Hard Times WV. I'm on Twitter at Maney_13 and Facebook J-Mane, J-MANE. That's where you can find me. I also got a website. It's jmane9.reverbnation.com. I got my album and my music on there. You can check me out.
Okay. Make sure you guys go and check him out. If you guys missed that, we'll have him repeat it at the end of the show. So don't worry. You guys will get that information again. So do me a favor and also kind of give us a little background on you, man. How'd you get started? Where you from? All that.
Alright, I'm from White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia. Like, I'm sure not too many people know where the fuck that is, but it's a small town, and basically I grew up listening to music in the crib. I was born in '88. So my mom and stuff, I grew up listening to all the stuff they was playing, Billie Holiday. My mom was like real into the old school, like Billie Holiday and stuff like that. And my dad, he was like more like the jazz type. So I grew up around a lot of good music in a good era. And I got introduced to music. My cousin came from Brooklyn. His name Don Dupree. Shout out Don Dupree. He out in Cali right now, but he introduced me to my first like rap music, like hip hop, and it was first video he showed me. It was, who was it? LaFleur LaFly, Skirt Sky. I don't know if y'all know about that, but yeah, that just gives you a little background. Know where I'm, like where my music comes from. Like I grew up listening to people like J Hood and Styles P, The Lox, everybody. Like I got a lot of influences, but I just started making music. I wrote my first rhyme around 11 years old, and it just took off from there, really. Like I haven't really gotten serious with it till now, but it's always been in me.
So judging from the pre-screen questions that we sent you, this wasn't a hobby for you, correct? You wanted to do something else. What was it?
Yeah, I played football like ever since I could run, basically. So I wanted to be in the NFL. That was my dream. I went to play football in college, high school. Did a couple of tryouts. I actually got signed for the AFL for this team out on the West Coast, but my contract got voided. So like, after that, I was like, damn, like, and I spent, like, bread, like, and, like, coming from a small town, like, if you make $20,000 here, like, that's good, like, and that's really bad in America, like, so me trying to do all these trials and stuff right out of college, like, I was like, damn, like, that was my chance. I got signed, contract got voided, so I'm like, damn, what am I gonna do? So like in between all that, I've been making music all through college. Like anyway, I probably recorded like 50 songs. Once I got my studio and stuff, like a little basic setup, got my studio set up, and I just started making music. But after the trials, after the trials, I was feeling good. Then I got my contract, and then before I could even sign my contract, it got voided. Like. So I basically, it was like, damn, what am I going to do now? And I came back home.
Shit, so the music industry isn't the only shitty industry.
Not at all. The world is shitty. Like the world is an industry.
Exactly.
The world, it's an industry.
So, just looking through your pre-screen questions here, and kind of give us, because I know unlike a lot of artists, especially in the hip hop scene, you hear them coming from major cities like New York, California, all of that. What kind of artist do you think you are? How would you fit in with all these inner city artists?
I think I'm like pretty versatile. Like I can hop on any beat, anything. Like my family, all my family's originally from Brooklyn, New York anyway, so excuse me. I go up there. I go to Brooklyn all the time, and like I'm around it. I've always been around music, so, and like my lifestyle, even though I'm from a small town, you got to do what you got to do. So like nobody can really relate to where I'm at, but I still do the same things people do, like in the city. So it's just a different environment growing up. Like
right.
I ain't got to worry about out here, like drive-bys and stuff like that. I ain't got to worry
right.
about.
So I guess the question that I should have asked. I mean, I asked that the wrong way. Maybe I should ask. Most artists, as you said, they kind of make music about their lifestyle, where they're from. How does your music differentiate from those artists being from a small town? Because I don't know. I mean, maybe just because you're in a small town, you might not deal with like all the drug dealers, gang, all that kind of stuff. So, what sets your music apart from them, but it's gonna be something that's gonna draw people in?
I mean, it's just my music is real. Like everything I say, I'm creating my own genre called real rap. Like everything I say is facts, and it could be attested to by. That's why I'm trying to get my story out, because like you might hear my music and be like, how is he doing this? How is he doing this? He's from West Virginia, like, you know what I mean? But real people know that real people do real things, like, you know what I mean?
Right. From what you said there, that reminds me of what I like to call the wow effect, or the awe effect. Like, oh, how the fuck is he doing that? You know what I mean? Because other than you, I've only dealt with one other artist that actually came from a smaller town. And I gave him pretty much the same thing. It's the wow effect. Like, people are saying, wow, he's really going through all this shit, and he's not even from the inner city. So it's not even the inner city struggles. Struggles happen everywhere. Real shit can happen no matter where you're at. You know what I mean?
Like, I got taken out by a flood like 2 years. As soon as I graduated, after I got the void for my contract, moved home May 23rd, June 23rd, hit with a flood, lost everything. Lost my studio, lost everything. But like there's definitely struggle. Like 30% of the population in my county. I live in a small town. Like 30% of them go home to no food. There's definitely a struggle in all places. I work for a billionaire. I just landscape for him. Like I be
right.
He'll to me in the morning, and it really hits home to him. Shout out to Angus Payton too. Yeah, it really hits home to him, because like he's got bread, but he can feel my struggle. Like he doesn't feel my music. He's a billionaire, like a white man, a billionaire that doesn't listen to rap probably ever, but he can feel my music. Like, and talking to me, he can understand. Like he supports.
Okay. Well, shit. So everybody out there needs to understand, especially talking with this man, it don't matter where you're from. The struggle's there. The struggle's always going to be there. I mean, the inner city struggles could be brought into smaller towns. You know what I mean? And I salute your grind, man. For me, from talking to you, you know what I mean? You seem like you got your head on your shoulders. You know what you want. You know what your goal is. You know, and us here.
I'm trying to
go
find
ahead.
The group is a group / label. It's called Hard Times. So it's been tatted on me since 2006, right before my mom passed away. The Hard Times, that's like we making a statement. Like there's hard times everywhere. My cousin is in it with me. He's from Brooklyn. First introduced me to music, so like it was his idea. I was young. Now I'm taking off with it. You feel me?
Right. Well, I salute you, man. Before we get too sidetracked here, so a lot of artists, you know, have their own set of influences. Kind of give a list. What's your influences? Personal, professional, anybody that's in the industry that's dead. You know, who influences you to push on to be a successful artist?
One of my main influences is probably my mom. Well, it have to be my mom. God bless her dead. She passed away 11 years ago, man. I've been like, she's been living through my music. So that's one of my main like reasons why I'm doing this. Like I got my sister. That's all I got left, and my brother. They're both older than me. I'm the youngest one. They're both more successful than me right now. But if I could put them in a position where they don't gotta work. Do it for my pieces. I do it for a lot. I'm trying to help the world. Lost a lot. It's too many. I've lost people to say that. Like I just got pain and I need to deliver it.
Okay. Well, I salute that, man. You know, I mean, I'm sorry to hear about your mom, man. I know the pain. Trust me, bro. I just lost my mom back in June of this year, so still fresh with me. You know, so I salute you, man. And judging from what I've heard from you and talking with you, she'd be proud of you, man. And that's on some real shit. So, kind of give us a little background on this track we're gonna be featuring, which, as everybody knows, and if you don't know if you know hip hop, I know y'all motherfuckers know D Block. Back from late 90s, early 2000 era. There was an artist on there by the name of J Hood. I know y'all remember J Hood. If you don't, you ain't a real hip hop head. You can go back to that little pump bullshit that y'all listen to. But kind of give us a little background on this track that you brought with you today.
Yeah, definitely shout out to J Hood for linking up on this one. We got a banger here. This shit called Proof. My shout out to my producer out in the Ukraine too, Spliffle Beats, on the look with the instrumental and shit. Yeah, it's a banger. It's called Proof. It's just, I mean, I feel me and J Hood got some shit to prove, like, and I think that's about to do it. It's proof right here. We definitely working, and then like you said before, it don't matter where you at. I'm in West Virginia. Linked up with J Hood, trying to get the bag.
And that's all you gotta do. Well, as you guys heard it first right here on Platinum Radio, this is J-Main featuring J Hood, Proof. And as always, we are continuing to keep the music in motion. And we're back here on the Platinum Midday Grind, and I'm still joined today by my special guest, J-Main. You guys just witnessed his single, Proof, featuring ex-D Block member J Hood. I'm really feeling that track, man. I think you guys' thing on that. I'm a fan of J Hood anyways, but I like how he works with indie artists. You know what I mean? Giving you guys a shot to work with a veteran that's been in the game for years. You know, so salute to you, man. That you guys did your thing on that track. So, but a couple questions, that we didn't ask at the first part. One of the things I like to ask all indie artists that come on this show. Sometimes I forget, but majority of the time I like to ask them. Artists, it's your guys' point in your career. You guys are stuck performing in local bars and all that kind of stuff. But what is your goal venue that you want to perform in? Such as like Madison Square Garden, something like that.
Yeah, I want to go to Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
Okay. Now, as far as like any past projects, I see here from the pre-screen questions that you answered for us, you have a few projects out. Am I correct? Like a couple mixtapes and then a full-length album.
Yeah, I got one album out right now called Make It Out. That's on all platforms, and just one single. But I got a bunch of stuff that I ain't dropped yet. I got 3 mixtapes that's finna drop over the next 3 months, and I got probably in the next.
All right. Well, I know. As we were talking, you made sure you for sure wanted people to know this, but you worked with a legend already. You worked with J Hood, but what other artists would you be wanting to work with if you could have the budget and they give you the opportunity? What artists would you want on a track?
I think top 3 right now have to be Lil Baby. Shout out to Lil Baby, A Boogie and MQ. You can put them in one, and then PNB Rock. Everybody doing their thing right now.
Yeah, shout out to A Boogie and PNB Rock. They are doing their thing. Every time I turn around, I see them in the news about some shit. But
I'm out to everybody.
So, if you could choose to be in any magazine publication, what magazine publication would you like to be featured in?
XXL, of course. Freshman of the Year.
Oh, you want to make that freshman cover?
Yep.
Well, shit. I don't see why you couldn't, man. I mean, continue doing what you're doing. I mean, if you continue doing what you're doing and you get put into the right positions, I guarantee you within the next, I'm not saying it's going to take this long, but let's say the next 10 years. You know what I mean? Could take less, but just to give you that little leeway, you'll be on that XXL cover. I don't see why you wouldn't be, especially if you're putting out stuff like this. So before we go, I do want you to let people know where they can find you. Again, for the people that missed it. So go ahead and put down your, your social media handles for everyone.
Got you. All right, social media again. J Main. That's on. You can just Google me. J Main. Instagram Mania_HT. MANY_HT. Twitter at Mania_13. Facebook J-Main and Hard Times the Label. And also go check out my website jmain9.reverbnation.com. And that's jmain9.reverbnation.com.
And you guys heard it first right here on Platinum Radio. Make sure you guys hit that request line 616-841-5253 and request that Proof by J Main featuring J Hood. Again, that number is 616-841-5253. If you guys are feeling that track, let us know. Hit that request line. Give a shout out to J Main here. I appreciate your time, bro. And like I said, salute to you and your grind. I look forward to seeing your future endeavors. If if you need anything, you know, Platinum Radio got you. Feel free, hit us up. And we'll be willing to help you break them records, bro. You got anything you want to say to anybody before we go?
Yeah, I want to thank you for getting my first radio opportunity. Appreciate that, bro. And I just want to shout out.
We broke his radio version, Cherry. I'm so honored.
Yeah. First radio spin, let's get it. Hey, shout out to Hard Times, shout out to my whole team, GGG, Hard Times, FOE, family over everything, you heard? By any means, coming soon.
Yeah, buddy. Make sure you guys follow him, check those out, and we'll see you guys next time right here on the Platinum Midday Grind with yours truly. I ain't even got to say my name because y'all motherfuckers already know what it is. So, like I said, 616-841-5253. Request That Proof by J-Mane featuring J Hood. And as always, we are continuing to keep the music in motion. Peace.